Hey darlings, today I want to talk about how polyamory can seem weird. So, ethical non-monogamy, according to a stat I heard somewhere, about 5% of people practice it and 1 in 5 people have tried it at one point or another. So it's still pretty rare, and it's in the media a little bit, but monogamy is still king. Monogamy is still very prevalent. And so if you're trying to explain polyamory to someone who's monogamous, it can sound odd. So a friend of mine, monogamous, had asked, well, so how are you and your boyfriend doing? I'm like, really good. I enjoy him a lot. And she's like, but he's married. I'm like, yeah, he is. And then his wife has a partner, and then he has a wife, and then she has partners, and it's a whole thing. And she was like, what, like, why? Have you thought about just dating a single guy? And I was like, well, yeah, I guess I had thought about that. And sometimes I do feel like that would be definitely easier. But then I also think about my all of my long-term relationships. Either the partner was very up and down, like love bombing, and then like critical angry, so kind of emotionally abusive in a way. And then other partners were very emotionally distant, and so would just play video games like most of the day and the night, and liked those more than me. And in all those relationships, I very much felt wanting. But of course, they weren't healthy relationships. So there's times when I think, well, I bet I could be monogamous if I had a decently attentive and decently balanced partner. But I am not sure. But the thing is, right now, what I really need to do is to work on myself, because it can be easy for me to get lost in a person. And I recently watched a YouTube video from Women of Impact where there's a guest on there who said that sometimes we can make our home in someone else. And I realized, yeah, that's a thing that I do. And so in the situation I'm in now, it forces me to have more time for myself. And that's really hard. I am definitely on the struggle bus when it comes to being alone, but I know it's something I need to overcome, and it's something I want to get better at, and I want to build that home in myself. And so if I had a single partner and just a monogamous relationship, it'd be too easy to just get enmeshed with that person and to maybe want to move too fast because there's this vacancy in my life. There's kind of this like hole that's there, and it's a lot of time it's good in a lot of ways because I don't have that just up and down and up and down and up and down of my last relationship, but it just feels lonely and hard. But like I said, I feel like it's a difficulty I have to go through. And going back to my friend, she was then asking, like, well, what if you wanted to get married? I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, why is that? I thought that was such a weird question. I'm like, I don't think that's a thing. I'm sure that happens, but I'm like, I don't know why. I was confused by that one. And she's asking about like, well, what if like somebody in the polycule of whatever breaks up? And I'm like, just tons of communication. That's what it's all about, just tons. And she's like, well, are you going to be a throuple? I was thinking, I don't know. It's not out of the question. It could happen. I'm not sure. I'm so slow to like open my heart to people. Like it took my current partner probably like Herculean amounts of patience. I feel like until finally I was like, you seem, you're a decent person, actually a very good person. Like, okay, hear me here. So yeah, trying to open up to a new person seems difficult. But yeah, not out of the question. So overall, it was just a very interesting conversation. And it did feel so weird trying to explain it to someone, because it's like, well, yeah, it probably would be easier to date just a not like a monogamous regular person, but I am, even with all the difficulties going on and like the loneliness, I am happy too. And it's such a weird feeling to feel both very happy and both very sad. But I'm making it through. I am trying to do self-care, sort of, kind of. And I know that I will grow stronger as time goes on. So that's it. I should go to bed. Okay, bye.